What's good, you guys? It's your girl Shegangsta. You already know what it is. Please stay tuned because I always have the tea. I know I have been a little behind, but listen, I did get sick and I'm still getting better. My throat was a little sore from Halloween weekend. Listen, it was too teed up. And there was hella shit going on. But anyway, that's beside the point. Please like, subscribe, all that. Okay, you guys, so like I said, let's get into it. We got the top 10 things that turn a woman on because we already did the top 10 things that turn a woman off. So let's get into the positivity of this. So let's start off with number 1. Giving her attention and time. It's the effort that counts for her. She loves when she doesn't have to ask for these things. So simply giving your woman time, calling her, checking in on her. You know, if you guys don't live together, this is more of a distant relationship. You know what I mean? You're not always together every day. You both have things going on, but you still find time, no matter what, to talk to her, to ask her how she doing, to tell her that you love her if that's the case. I mean, just to check in, period. Like giving her attention, going to do things with her out throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? When you do have that time, that spare time for your mate, make it happen. Because guess what? In return, she's gonna do so much more if she a real one. Only if she a real one. I'm only speaking for people like me because I'm a real one. So if I get attention from my man, especially knowing that he's busy, baby, listen, I'm finna give you everything. Nah. But literally, you know, it's the little things that count. So giving a woman attention, like I said, you're gonna get it back. It's all about reciprocation, and reciprocating things like that is possible, but you have to know how to do it, when to do it, and why you're doing it. Don't just do it to do it. Do it because you really want to do it and it's from the heart. Okay, so let's get into number 2. Okay, guys, let's get into number 2. Respectfully treating her like a woman and not pressuring her into doing anything that she's not comfortable doing. So if I were a man, how would I treat my woman with respect? Basically, I would acknowledge that she's a woman first and foremost. Treat her like a queen. You know what I'm saying? When you dealing with a mate, your mate should be your king or your queen, whichever you prefer. But for me, my mate is my king. So I'm going to treat him with respect as I would want him to treat me with respect. You know, guys usually open the door for women. Guys usually compliment their women. They make them feel even more beautiful than they already are. Little gifts, flowers. It's like always the little things that matter. So like, just say if you were feeling good about yourself and your woman and your relationship and you felt like, hey, I just want to get her some flowers just because that's making her feel like a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because there's little ass boys that don't do shit. All this talk. Like, don't nobody want to hear that all the time. We want to see things. Actions speak louder. So that's how you would treat your woman like a woman, you know, doing little things like that that really shows her that you care. Even if it's like you guys taking a hike or a walk. I mean, anything, date nights, those are super important. That makes her feel like a woman, because guess what? You make her feel like a woman, she's gonna make you feel like a man 10 times more if she a real one. Not everybody's real and not everybody's going to be the way that you want them to be. So that's when you gotta ask yourself, hey, do I need to be with this person? Do I really want to be with this person? Or do I want to figure it out or move on to the next? But also listening to your woman. Sometimes a woman really just wants a man to listen to her. Like, you do not always have to talk back or disagree. Like, literally listen to her and make her feel like a woman, like you care. Like, if you literally were having a bad day, wouldn't you want your woman to listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Not try to dictate you or make you feel worse. You want your mate, your partner, to make you feel whole. So in order to do that, sometimes it takes a simple back rub, foot rub. Not everybody like feet, so that's all right. But I'm just saying little things like that. Cooking, you know, running a bath water. Like, oh my God, it's like so many things I can go into, but I'm not gonna go into every detail. Just know that treating your woman like a woman is what you want to do, really, in order to please her. And like I said, in order to reciprocate that back. Now, if that person is not giving you that back, you need to go. You need to move on. You need to find somebody that's worth your time if you know your worth. Okay, supporting your girl's goals, you know what I'm saying, being by her side when necessary, but really at all times. So if your girl has something going on and it's contributing, it's bringing to the table, it's adding value to y'all relationship and to her as an individual, support her goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything a female gonna do is gonna be okay with their guy, you know what I mean? And not everything a guy do is gonna be okay with his girl. But that's why y'all gotta sit down and communicate and really have that conversation to where you guys can talk about these things to figure out, hey babe, if you're doing this, I support you no matter what, because at the end of the day, I trust you. So it is about trust too. You gotta be able to trust who you with in order to be able to support somebody completely. Cause see, me personally, I got an OnlyFans. So if my man cannot respect that, then that's something that we have to talk about. But if he does respect it and he know I'm contributing and I'm bringing money to the table and I'm not out, but it's really just me and him, or just me, support my goals, baby. Support your girl at all times. You know what I'm saying? She might have a business. She might want to quit her job and she might want to literally pursue her business like me, full term. Support your girl. Support her. She gonna support you. If you got a business idea, you got a business plan, and you got some money saved up and you ready to just go full blown with your shit, guess what? I support you. Because you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, so let's get right into number 4, which is making plans for the both of y'all. Not putting everything off on her in order for y'all to spend quality time together. It goes both ways, but when a man does it, knowing a woman always makes plans, it makes her feel like you actually care to show her, you know, that you're different from the rest. So like date nights, like I said prior to this, you know, date nights, you doing that though. You coming up with this, like, oh babe, I got something planned for us Friday night, get dressed, I'm coming to get you. Or if y'all already live together, babe, get dressed, we going out. Like, or babe, we finna go on a trip, don't worry about it, like just get ready, take off this day, this is what I got planned for us, I got a surprise for you. Man, listen, I have only had that a couple times in my life, if that. But to have that, like to really be in a relationship and have a man like be like, babe, we finna do this, we finna do that, get dressed. You know, women really like when guys come up with things because it's usually on us, and we always coming up with the plans, we always finding the spots, we always booking the trips. Like, I don't like that everything gotta be on us. Like, I want a man that just be like, baby, you feel me, I'm going here, this is what we finna do, don't trip. Like, you don't know how much that makes a woman feel like a woman, and you don't know how much a woman would appreciate a man like that. You don't find that a lot. You don't run across that often. I mean, not where I'm at, not in the Bay Area. I haven't experienced that. You know, it could have been different guys that just weren't into that. You know, everybody grow up different. Everybody don't know the qualities of sometimes treating a woman correctly, or don't know the qualities of, you know, booking a trip or just spending time with your person that you're with, like whoever your favorite person is. Like, so I get it, and I'm not knocking nobody, but this is why I'm talking to you, and this is why I'm giving you advice. So you don't have to sit there and dictate this video and say, well, I don't know how to do that, I'm just gonna be who I am. Well, be who you is. But the point of this video is to give you pointers, so that to where when you do have a female, or if you do have a female, you'll know the steps to take in order to make her happy. You want to please her. You want to be pleased, you got to please her too. So make plans, have fun, go on dates, never get bored. You gotta continue to spice it up. Here's a good one, y'all. Okay, number five is keeping your word. Can I get an amen? Any man, any person that keeps their word, oh my God. First of all, you hella real if you keep your word. And that just shows that you on top of your shit. Like, some people tell somebody they're gonna do something and they might forget, they might have a lot going on. That's understood, but you gotta communicate that. Like, if you don't communicate that, that person's going to assume that you're not keeping your word. So always keep your word, like, no matter what. And if you can't show up for certain things or show out for your person that you with, like, you might as well just throw that shit in the trash. Like, if I got something going on, or if I'm doing something big, or I'm just doing something for me, like, show out for me, like, show up for me, like, you know, be there for me. Like, Literally, like if you guys are together and say somebody has a performance, say your boyfriend is a rapper, say your girlfriend is a singer, say she got a video or vlog like how I do now, show up for me, show out for me, repost my shit. You know what I'm saying? Support me. Basically show up for whatever performance, or show up for me when I'm not feeling good. You know, just be that person that can literally be there when I need you. Even when I don't need you, still be there, because I'm gonna always be there for somebody that I'm with. And even if I'm not with you on that level, for some reason I'm still always there for people. But what I've learned this year is to 100% care for myself and put myself first, because sometimes we do fall under the bus when it comes to the shit that we have going on for other people, because we're trying to support their dreams by putting them before us. It's nothing wrong with really putting somebody before you, especially if it's your child. Like, by all means, put your kids, put your parents, you know, before you under certain circumstances, but put yourself first and foremost for anything. Like, don't let nobody make you feel like your shit is not important, because your shit is important too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all important and we all got our things going on individually, together, separate, whatever. Just always show up for me. And guess what? You show up for me, I'm showing out and I'm showing up, and I'm doing all that and above. I'm your #1 fan. That's just it. That's all. Okay. So number 6 is opening doors and pumping gas and paying for the first date or trip if you're inviting her. So let's just say you're just starting a relationship with somebody, or you're building a relationship. What I don't like, and what I notice a lot of guys do, is they don't open a door for their woman. Now, I have met someone that actually does that, and that is beautiful. I'm not expecting that all the time, but it's a good gesture, and it shows that you have manners, and it just shows that you have respect. Like, you know, a woman is supposed to go first. Like, you know, like say for example, you guys walking on the street, on the curb, you put your woman inside the block, you on the outside. So if something happens, you're there to protect her. So, you know, little gestures like that, women like me pay attention to. It's not a big deal, but it is a deal breaker. Like, it will make me feel like I'm protected, like I'm safe, to where he's holding the door for me. Like, you know, and being a woman that hasn't had that often or a lot, or just in general, like when you get that, you're like, you don't know how to accept it, but you accept it. But it makes you look at life differently when you're dealing with somebody. Like, damn, he opened the door for me. Like, okay, you know, like now I know this is the type of stuff that I should take a look at and really consider and appreciate. That's it. Like, you know, appreciate little things like that. It just makes you feel hella good. Like, I don't know. Rewind. Pumping gas. Now, I've seen a lot of niggas just sit in the car like this. Hold on. Lay back. The woman is driving, and the nigga just lay back. Bruh, get your lazy dumb ass up and pump the gas for her if you see your woman at a gas station. Don't let her go pay for that and then come back and pump her own gas. Like, I feel like out of respect, you should want to pump your woman's gas. Now listen, it's not something you have to do all the time. It's not. Nobody's perfect. Some people are into that more so than others. Me personally, I pump my own gas. I'm not tripping. I'm independent, so I don't really look for certain things. But if I were to see that, that would probably really make me feel even more safe and secure. And I'm like, damn, like, I don't know. It's just like I said, once again, he cares about me. That little things like that really is a turn on, for real. And also adding to that is, you know, paying for the first date or the trip if you're inviting her. Like, okay, so first date, boom, you press to see her, you're pressuring her, you not letting up, boom, you finally get a date with her. The bill comes. You don't want to pay, or you want to go half. Half is reasonable. It's not a big deal. I will go half. But if it's a first date and you ask for my time and I came out my way, why can't you pay? You know what I'm saying? It's just a gentleman gesture. It shows that it's not all on her. It shows that you're not just about you. You're not selfish. Some people are self-centered and they don't pay for first dates. They just be like, nah, like, I'm not doing it. Like, okay, some people okay with that, some people not. Me personally, I'm so with it, because like if I know you, like really know you, you don't have to always pay for the date. Like, you know what I'm saying? First date, you paying. because you want my time. I am the prize. You get me? So pay for it. Straight up. Trip. Now listen, I'm not always looking for a person to pay for a trip, because I always pay for my own trips, like no matter what. Plane ticket, for example. Say your man about to book the room, he about to pay for food, excursions, for everything for y'all to do. Let him do that. That's okay. But also, me personally, like, I don't expect my man or a man to pay for everything completely, because I don't know, I'm a nice person and I just never want a person to feel like it's all on them unless that's what they want to feel like. But me personally, I don't mind paying for stuff. I don't mind pitching in. I don't mind going half with you. Like, we all work hard. We do. We work hard for what the money that we make for what we want to do. So if a man got it, but I know he work hard to get that shit, like, I'm gonna still pitch in. Like, is showing a woman that you are serious about her and not dealing with multiple women. Only if she's worthy, though. A real woman likes a man to herself. She does not like to share. Now, I mean, that's the obvious. I'm stating the obvious. But it's easier said than done, because you can sit there and tell a man all day that, babe, I don't like this, babe, I don't like that, but he's still gonna do what he want to do, right? So that is up to you as a woman to figure out, hey, either I'm gonna deal with this man until he get it together, or I'm gonna just completely leave him alone, or we gonna figure it out. That's it. So, you know, me personally, I've had boyfriends in the past. I've even had like guys that I've just dealt with, you know, on some kick it type shit. And I always ask. That's my thing. Like, I didn't used to ask, but I try my best to do those things now, like today in life. You gotta ask somebody if they're involved with somebody. You gotta ask them 10 different ways though. You have to say, hey, do you have a girlfriend? You got a baby mama? Like, I don't know. But for me personally, I really feel like you have to ask. You don't want to deal with nobody who has multiple people. That's nasty. That's dirty. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, if I'm with a man, I expect my man to just be with me, just like he would expect me to just be with him. That's an understanding that the both of you guys should have. So being a man, having a woman, do not deal with multiple women. The real message here is, don't deal with multiple people if you don't want the person that you with dealing with multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Treat others how you want to be treated. So treat your woman how you want to be treated, in a sense to where she's only for you, you only for her. Anything extra can go. And that's just that. You know what I mean? Like, it's no other way to really put that. Nobody likes to be with nobody who got hella females. Like, that's so ugly and nasty and dirty. And if that's your lifestyle and your woman is okay with that and you guys have an open relationship, more power to you. I'm not never judging nobody. I got this in my hand, lash thing, you guys. Lash tweezer from my lashes. Shegangsta, by the way. Check it out on my Instagram, Shegangsta Beauty. Anyway, I'm sorry. You know, like I said, don't be out there messing around, putting yourself in a position to look like a person that's not for one. I'm for one person. Me personally, I'm a faithful person. Some people are not. Some people feel like, oh, I get bored quick. I could be in a relationship and I get bored quick, so I need multiple entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, I need multiple things going on to make me feel whole. See, that's not me. As a woman, I can't deal with that. I don't like infidelity. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes it takes, you know, time to really man up and get there. So nobody's knocking nobody who's trying or who has tried. More power to you. But I do not like that. I don't really even want to deal with nobody who has one. If you're not for me, you're not for me. That's just that. This is a good one. Not controlling her every move. Letting her live her life as long as she's responsible and respectfully doing so. So, for example, me. I'm a wild woman, but I'm a calm wild woman. So, I got my days where I'm lit and I'm full of energy. Actually, sorry, scratch that. I'm full of energy most of my days. Like, I'm hella dramatic. I'm hella extra. But I could walk past a person and they'll feel my energy and they'll be like, hey, you lit. Me personally, like how I am on Instagram is how I am in real life. Like nothing you see is fake. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, let your woman be who she is. If there is something that you do not like that she is overdoing or going overboard with, communicate that. But it's a turn on, a big turn on when you just let your woman just be. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be the man that just be like, babe, just do you. Now, if she out doing a little too much, because I have my days where I do a little too much, but guess what? I'm single, so I can do that. When I'm in a relationship though, I'm always willing to listen and understand where my mate is coming from. So like I said, if he has a problem with something I'm doing, or if I'm being a little too extra and he's like, you need to chill out, babe, this is what I don't like, you know, I respect what you do, but babe, sometimes it's too much. Okay babe, I can respect that and I can tone it down. And it's just as simple as that, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes it's hard to say okay, you know, and accept the things that maybe your person that you're dealing with don't like. But you do have to compromise. It's a turn on both ways, but it's really a turn on when you do let your woman just live her life and be free, as long as you know she respects you and she responsible throughout the whole journey of doing that. Then there shouldn't be nothing more to it. Because me, I'm gonna let my man live. Baby, live your life, but just respect me and respect yourself. That is all. Okay? All right, let's get into the next one. To be consistent with the things that you started with your woman. You know what I'm saying? By not switching up on her or acting like you're no longer interested. Remind her of how beautiful she is inside and out. So, inside and out, beautiful. Continuously letting her know that makes her feel great. Like literally, like if my man was to remind me of how beautiful I was just by saying little things, little gestures, that would make me feel like, okay, he's still into me. I still have his attention where I need it. Because nobody wants to be with somebody and not feel loved. Nobody wants to be with someone that starts acting different after you've shown them who you really are. But then when you start acting different, then you're really showing them who you are, because it's like now there's another side to you that I haven't seen before. So stay consistent with the things that you started with her. So if you guys are still going on dates, if you guys started going on dates, still go on dates. You guys started having wild sex, continue to have wild sex. You guys are doing spontaneous things, continue to do those things. Like, don't sit there and switch up on her when you come up. Say one of y'all in a position to where one of y'all finna make it bigger than the other. Don't switch up on her. Don't keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. You want to keep your woman. You want to keep the woman you started with. You always want to like keep the person you started at the bottom with. Like, it literally shows like big time that you are not looking for validation in anything other than what you have. Like, my point to that is, you know what I'm saying, some people make it big and some people do forget about the people that they started with, the people that was there for them from the jump. Like, I would hate to have someone in my life and he switches up on me after he comes up. You know, he gets more money and he start acting different. He get a new car and he start acting different. He get a house or whatever the case may be. You're just acting brand new and I don't like it. So if you're not consistent, then you just need to just simply leave that person alone. But it's really nice and it's a turn on to be consistent. So that's what I like. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other women like that too, you know. So if she's worthy, be consistent. A woman is truly turned on by a man who can lead himself and her in the right direction, allowing a woman to be submissive naturally, not by force. Being able to talk things out and not run away from your problems that you can figure out together. Communicate in the ways that you would want her to communicate with you, and you got her right where you want her. So for me to be submissive, I need to see that you can lead yourself in the right direction first. So you gotta be a boss. I'm a boss ass female, and I would expect my man to be a boss ass man. Like, you need to make sure that you on top of your shit to where she feel like he could take care of himself well. So I know he'll lead me in the right direction and only put me in his best interest. You know what I mean? Because some people are fucked up in the head and they don't even have their self at their best interest. So just say if you with somebody and he's like a child himself, how is he gonna lead you? How he gonna expect you to be submissive and listen to him and want to do stuff for him if he continuously not taking care of himself and being sloppy about the things that he's doing? You gotta be happy with yourself to be happy with somebody else. You coming into a relationship being negative and not happy with what you got going on can only like drain the next person that you with, and so on. So to properly get your woman to be submissive, that's what you got to do. So that turns a woman on. Like, I'm going to be submissive to a man that's able to conquer a lot of shit. I'm going to be submissive, and that's just that. Like, I'm not going to be no bossy ass female like, oh, you need to do this, you need. Guess why? Because you already doing it. You already on top of it. So it ain't nothing I could do except add more to the value of this relationship, and that is that. So that is the end of my top 10 to what turns a woman on. I hope that I was clear enough. I need feedback, so feel free to comment below. Like I said, if this is on YouTube, I need you to subscribe to my channel if you'd like, if you want to see more and hear more, and just hit the bell for notifications. Like, really just give me feedback, because I'm always looking for feedback. I've always wanted someone to just basically tell me, hey, I feel you, but I also don't feel you. We can always agree to disagree. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm not right about everything. These are just the things that I feel that would turn a woman on, and that would turn me on personally. So stay tuned for more. Happy Thursday. It's almost Friday. Enjoy y'all weekend. May November be filled with blessings, more money, more motivation, more self-care, and just more good energy all over. Okay, have a blessed